What was going on there at the start of the game, and how were y'all able to right the ship?
Um, we didn't start fast. I feel like I don't feel like we overlooked them at all. We knew that they were going to be a good team. We looked at a lot of their film against Oklahoma State the previous year, where they had a good game against them and almost beat them. I just feel like we started a little slow. We were trying to get our legs on us, but I feel like on the sideline, someday we grew at today. We never had any panic. We felt that we knew each other had each other's back. We knew the offense was going to get it going, and we knew we was going to have to keep making stops and start to get stops for our offense to score.
Yeah, I mean, just a little slow out the gate, obviously, but second half, like he said, there's no panic, just trying to make plays, get back in the game as much as we could, and it was a dogfight out there.
And Drew, y'all had 8 sacks as a team, most Arkansas had in a decade. How big of a key was that tonight for y'all's success?
I mean, anytime you could affect the quarterback, it's going to be huge in the game. I mean, their quarterback was phenomenal. I mean, just making plays all over the place. But if we can get to him, it'll help switch the momentum back to our side definitely a little bit.
Maybe all three of you guys, the punt return. Maybe you guys were talking to coaches or some, but if you got a view of it, what'd you think? And just how big of a momentum swing was that play? And what you think of Bryce's return?
It was phenomenal because I have to cover Bryce a lot in practice, so I know he's super fast. And we talked about it all week that we had to make sure we blocked their gunners. And Sam Mbake, a freshman, came out there. He did a wonderful job at blocking their gunners, and we knew we'll be able to get out the gate. And that was just very exciting. It was a big momentum shift that helped us. It gave us a little bit more energy to go out there and play even that much harder.
You guys want?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can make a huge play like that and shift the momentum, I mean, you could just take the life out of the other team, especially when the game, is that close. So, I mean, that's just like it was just game-changing play. The momentum's fully switched to our side.
It really gave us a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Like we were just sitting there on the sideline. We saw it happening in real time. We're just like how we're just sitting there and you just like your heart racing, and then all of a sudden it just goes faster and faster as the play develops. That was really how it was for us, and we just wanted you to ride that momentum on.
A lot, maybe all you starting with Simeon again. A lot of top 10 teams have been losing. We all see that. Yeah. You guys, you could happen to you all tonight, but you didn't let it happen. How big was that? I know you wanted to win in more impressive fashion, but the bottom line is you're not the latest team to get upset. Yeah. And maybe how can this help you all moving forward?
I mean, the win is a win. We're gonna celebrate it just like any other win. But we know Monday we're gonna go back to the facility, get back to work, fix all our errors, fix all our mistakes. But it was just great for me to see because I've been here for a minute. So a few years ago, things not going our way, we probably would have shut down. It was just great to see just that progress in our team, that things could be going bad, but we pulled together. We never got to fussing on the sideline. We more of just came together and encouraged each other. Even KJ was coming down to our side. We was going down to the offensive side, just keeping each other encouraged because we knew how we could play and we knew we didn't play our best.
Drew?
The leaders on our team really did help us out in the entire game, just keeping everybody's heads up, making sure everybody knew the game isn't over, nothing's over. Even when we're down 17-0, they always told everybody, keep your heads up, don't get divided. Make sure everybody stays together as a team. We're going to be able to overcome this, and we were able to overcome it through the great leadership of Sims, of KJ, of everybody that's a leader on our team.
Drew, I mean, it was a good, test for our team. I mean, to be able to overcome and, fight back, it was good for our team to get a taste of that and be able to battle in games and never get down like we never got down today.
Drew, you've got 5.5 sacks through 3 games. How are you doing it, and how much fun are you having getting after the quarterback? Because I believe you said, I think in the preseason, this is kind of what you came here to do, stand up more and get after the quarterback.
Quarterback scared of Drew.
That ain't the truth.
But yeah, I mean, it's fun playing in this defense. I mean, we got a lot of ways, get after a team and especially affect the quarterback. And how Coach Odom is scheming up everything. I mean, it's fun to play in and provides a lot of opportunities, and it's our job to take advantage of it.
Jordan, several big plays seems like every week for you too, just kind of taking advantage of the snaps that you're given. How's it feel to be making the impact you are?
This is a great feeling to be able to impact the team, just being out here to play, my heart all the way out and just do what I need to do. It's really just the defensive scheme, and everybody else has been able to set it up for me. If you saw that sack at the end of half, Drew really had him first. He really should be 6.5, but he let him go and he saved me. So, I'm still chasing him. I'm trying to, beat him in sacks, but
What do you guys think of the sack total tonight? I think it was 8, like Andrew said. I think it's the most you guys have had in about a decade.
It was phenomenal. Helps me not have to cover for so long. So I love every time we get a sack. You just be covering, then you just hear the crowd go crazy. That's how I know. Probably Drew or JD probably got to him. So it's just an incredible thing to do. It's incredible for this program to have pass rushers like we have, Drew, JD, a lot of guys on the D-line. Everybody just works together, and those guys get to reap the benefits. So it's great to see that.
Yes, I mean, what'd you think of Rocket tonight? He had like 167 yards rushing, plus kind of almost like a run. Was that 73-yard shovel pass? What'd you think of his game?
Man, Rocket, that's his name. It matches the way he plays. He's a Rocket. He gets ready to take off at any point. And we've seen that play. We've seen it at practice a whole bunch of times, and then it got us. So I feel like this about the third straight week he's had an incredible performance. He helps our team. He helps the run game, and he's developed a lot from last year. So I feel like he's had a real good year already, and I feel like he had an incredible game today.
You covered Bryce a lot in practice. What is it about him that made him be able to make that punt return play?
Man, he can run full speed and stop on a dime without seeming to change any speed. He can make one cut and go the other way. He'll still be at top speed. I feel like he has an elite speed, and we've been waiting on him to get a punt return like that because we know he has the speed, he has the vision, but we actually did a great job of blocking it up on special teams tonight.
Simeon, earlier you said that you've been here a while and that if this game had happened a couple of years ago, might not have gone the way it did.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Like how were y'all able to right the ship whereas you weren't a couple of years ago?
Man, I feel like just through Jamil Walker does a great job at testing us in the summer training and before spring ball. And no matter how much they put on us, they always make it a point of emphasis. Y'all can't get down on one another. If somebody's slacking in something, you have to bring them up. If you're doing good, you got to bring that guy up that's not doing as well as you. You got to bring him up to your level. So I feel like that's really a big thing that's in our head now. We've been with those guys for 3 years now. I feel like they would be more disappointed in us if we don't bring a guy up than us doing good and letting that guy do bad. So I feel like that's just how this team is nowadays.
I know you guys had heard all the chatter about Bobby Petrino coming back and being an offensive coach, and they had 357 yards passing, 268 yards after catch. Were they as good as advertised, better for an FCS team? Just obviously at one point there, you guys are down 17-0. Just your mindset and were they as good as you thought they'd be?
I feel like they were a great team. They had a lot of explosive weapons on their offense. They had a great running back. Shelley was a great player. Scott, the receiver, was a great player. I feel like Bobby Petrino is also a good coach. He drew up some good plays that we would have to come to the sideline and redesign how we need to match it up. So I feel like they were a great team. They definitely did a lot of good, but I feel like we could have played better also, but he did a great job at trying to scheme us up and see what we did in previous games.
That was a great job.
Thank you.
Bryce, could you describe the punt return play for us?
Man, I was on the sideline and I just knew we needed a momentum to play, so had to make one. And we talked about it on the sideline before that. Sam told me that look at his side when I'm back there, so I did what I did.
Just from your
Thanks for the-
standpoint, I'm sorry.
Nah.
Could you just maybe go into a little more detail about it, like what you saw and did? And
I mean, it was great blocks all around, so I just appreciate my teammates for doing that and hit the hole, went outside.
the last, like, did you return one in high school or more? Punt
Yeah,
returns?
I returned a couple.
Okay. You remember what year it was?
You said what year?
Yeah.
Okay, sophomore year.
Yeah. And what did you guys both think of that punt return, just the play and just how, they gave you all the lead for the first time?
I mean, like he said, we needed a momentum play, and Bryce delivered. Shout out to the special team, Coach Found, the guys on special team. They put together a great plan this week, and just having a guy like Bryce back there, I mean, you can trust him, and knowing that, I mean, he's due for a big play at any given moment. So, I mean, we needed that tonight, and he delivered. So,
yeah, definitely. And I feel like with Coach Found, he takes special teams serious, and I feel like that's something we needed to get us rolling.
Bryce, you had a couple of decent returns earlier in the game that got called back because of holdings. Did you feel like that there was something there, like coming in the game, that was going to be an area y'all could excel in?
Yeah, before the game, it was a big talk. So I went in there knowing I could get something every return. So I did.
KJ, things didn't start out really well for either side of the ball, but what was specifically with the offense? What did y'all need to do to get things back on track?
just not starting fast. I mean, we came out pretty slow, sluggish, a lot of MAs, penalties and stuff. So just being able to clean up the little small details and then just being able to come out versus a great team and starting fast and get the tempo rolling. So try to stay ahead of the train, not getting too far back and down the distance, stuff like that. So just coming out, starting fast, eliminate penalties, mental errors, and we'll be efficient.
KJ, Coach Pittman said that Matt Landers was feeling pretty down this past week after a drop against South Carolina, and that he talked to him about that. Did you talk to Matt about that too? And how big of a deal was it for him to have this breakout game?
He's real hard on himself. So any drop he have in practice or in the game, I mean, he's extremely hard on himself. So I mean, just me being able to be a leader that I am and go over there and talk to him like, hey, next play, like. I'm not losing confidence in you or nothing. I know I still can go to you in a big, any given moment. I mean, deliver a great ball to you. I know you'll make the play. So just being able to keep him level-headed and neutral mindset and not getting too down on himself.
And then Bryce, do you remember the celebration, or is it kind of like a blackout moment?
Nah,
like who came to you first?
It was a blackout moment. My voice is going a little bit, so I don't even know what's going on. So.
KJ, I think the first 2 weeks you threw for exactly 385 through the air. Tonight you had 385. How did it feel to let loose a little bit in the passing? It was a lot more throws deep downfield than the first 2 weeks.
I mean, I knew my guys can run and make plays down the field. So my thing was just being able to try to get them a catchable ball, get them a shot, and let them make plays on the outside. And then just looking at their defense, I mean, we know they was loading the box, so they was ready for the run. So I mean, we knew we can just open up the pass game and then the run to come after this. So just being able to have a balanced attack this game we just had, and just being able to give my guys a shot.
Rocket, back-to-back weeks where you think you've had a career high in rushing yards. What's your assessment of like the way you've ran the ball the first 3 weeks? And then do you feel like you're kind of making a statement maybe nationally the way you're playing?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm making a statement. But I feel like with this game, I had a lot of MAs, and that started off with the first quarter. And just trusting the offense and trusting my reads helped me out with that.
About the looks like a shovel pass where your back is to the defense. I've never seen that before, and I've never seen a back go 73 yards. Just talk about that play and how that was
crazy.
designed.
I actually ran that against South Carolina and it didn't work. Well, it worked, but I didn't read it. I didn't read it how I was supposed to read it. You know what I mean? And I feel like getting that play called, I got chills. Knowing that I was going to take it far, if not to a touchdown. By looking at the one in South Carolina, I feel like I could have scored on that play. And by watching that play, helped me out today with that play.
Rocket, coach was saying that your fumble down on the 1 yard line, you were pretty down on yourself, but in wanting to make up for it. Do you feel like you made up for it the rest of the way, and were you glad about that?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't make up for it. Yeah, I did great tonight, but I feel like that's something I need to work on. We work on ball security a lot, so I feel like that was an MA for me. And having my team there for me, that was a down play for me, and by making great plays after that helped me.
KJ, I think it was on the first possession of the second half. You tried throwing a pass to Trey, tipped up, intercepted. But then on the last possession, you went to him on that third down to move the chains, really kind of helped seal the deal. What did you think of the way he bounced back with that? And like, what's your trust level like with him to still go after him like that?
Just everybody holding each other accountable. I mean, we know things in the game not gonna go as planned. Anything can happen at any given moment. So just being able to hold each other accountable to a high standard and just having the confidence and trust in each other. I mean, we trust everybody on the team. We're loyal to each other. So just being able to know in clear situation that we all can depend on each other and count on each other.
KJ, only 9 carries for you tonight. Is that what the defense was giving you, or was it by design? Would you have liked to maybe carry the ball a little bit more?
I feel like my performance tonight running the ball, I feel like I should have just trusted myself a little bit more running the ball. But I mean, it wasn't designed for me to just only run 9 times. I mean, it was up to me. But at the same time, I feel like I showed people that I can throw the ball tonight and just being able to deliver good balls and let my guys on the perimeter make plays. So just being able to just give defense a little something to think about, just knowing that I can't just run the ball and just be one-dimensional. So just being able to throw the ball and be a true quarterback.
Hey, Bryce, does a performance like this give you more confidence moving forward to maybe do some stuff in the passing game, or obviously more stuff in the return game?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So, I mean, any chance I get, opportunity I get, I'm gonna take it and trusting the coaches know what they're doing. So,
And maybe for KJ and Rocket, what was the mindset on the sidelines when you're down 17-0?
Just elite mindset. Just being able to just overcome adversity, man. We've never been down this season. So just being able to just not point the finger and just come together, keep encouraging each other, keeping everybody uplifted, no bad body language. So just being able to just have elite mindset. Everybody approach it chin up, chest out. I mean, just knowing that, hey, we're in an adverse situation, how do we respond? And just being able to have an elite mindset, knowing that we can gel together and not divide and overcome adversity.
I feel like being relaxed play a big part of that. One thing I said when we was in the locker room halftime when we came out, I said we need everybody to win. We need everybody, even the people that's not on the field. We need everybody to win, and I feel like that's the key thing when it comes down, when a team down. You know what I mean? And by needing everybody, coaches and players as well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you want to say something else?
Nah, man, Rocky hit on the head. I mean, just having positive energy on the sideline. I mean, everybody feeds off of the game's momentum and confidence in guys that's out there on the field. So just being able to have positive and great body language on the sidelines is a big key.
We've all seen these top 10 teams get upset at home. Probably people around the country saw that 17-0 score thinking, what's going on? But the fact you guys were able to rally, come back, I mean, how big is that? And how maybe can you build on that moving forward going into A&M?
I mean, just knowing that just the penalties and stuff and mental errors that we had, I mean, we can't afford that going against great teams. I mean, it's going to hurt us and put ourselves in the hole like it did tonight. I mean, some teams don't battle back from that, but I mean, we overcame adversity. We knew what we had to do, and we just had to play to that standard.
I feel like with every team, with that team, they showed us that we can be down. You know what I mean? We can be down, and I feel like that helped us with going on to the next game. That we need to start out fast, first down, and everything else on defense as well. Starting fast with the first tackle.
Guys, great job.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all.